This tutorial is about Dreamweaver's panels. Panels are very helpful in accomplishing certain tasks in Dreamweaver. There are many panels that Dreamweaver gives you. When you first open up Dreamweaver, you'll see three different panels. The insert panel on the right is automatically open. The CSS styles and AP elements panel is open. And then you have files and assets panel that's open. If you want to close any of these panels, you can click on this icon right here and say close or close tab group. If the panel only has one tab open, then close is all you need. If a panel has two tabs open, then close tab group will close both of them at once. If you want to close this entire right side to give yourself more area to design, there's a button up here that says collapse to icons, and if you click on that, it collapses it so that you just see the icons of the open panels. It doesn't close the panels, it just closes them down to icons. If you want to open that back up again, you click on expand panels, and then you'll be able to see more of it. This area also can be expanded. If you want to make it much larger, of course, then you lose your design area. Or you can make it so that it closes a little bit back, but you can't make it any smaller than that. If I were to close all these so that they completely disappear, then I have my entire screen. But there's another way of getting the entire screen without closing all your panels. How to bring them back, you can click on Windows and then click on the Insert panel, or you can press Control F2 to bring up the insert. A lot of these panels have a shortcut key. CSS styles, Shift F11. AP elements. Files is F8. And assets does not have a shortcut key. So you can see you can bring them back up. And you can make them bigger or smaller by adjusting how wide or how tall you want them. It depends upon how much you want to show while you're working with the different panels. It's a good idea not to have any panels open that you're not going to use so that you can see more of another panel. Another way of closing the panels on the right hand side so that you can have more design room is by pressing the F4 function key. So as you can see, as I press the F4 function key, the panels are taken off, and if I hit the F4 function key again, you'll see that the panels come back on. Now the panels are docked on the right hand side. The word docked means that they are locked into this area. However, as you can see, if I grab the top of a panel, I can bring it out, and then it becomes what's called a floating panel. A lot of programs have this kind of thing. I can then take it back and put it back up here. As long as I see a blue line, then I know it's about ready to be docked. And then it's put back up here. Oops, it went over here. Let me see if I can put it back over here. I didn't want to go in there. This is a little tricky. Doesn't want to seem to go back up there. There we go. I put the insert down here because it was hard for me to put it back up here. Let me try it here. Oh, the blue line went all the way across. Do you see that? I'm going to leave this in the tutorial so you can see. It's hard to get it back up there, but I'm going to show you a really easy way. If you really mess this up, don't worry about it. Another panel is called the property panel, and that's down here on the bottom. And you can see that the property panel can be moved also. Typically you're not going to put this on the right hand side because of how wide it is. It wouldn't look very good over there. So that's why it's at the bottom. However, it's kind of tricky to get it to go at the bottom. Hey, I actually got it to work that time. A lot of times it doesn't want to go down there very nicely. But let me just show you, if I bring this up here and mess it up a little bit, and I close this toolbar completely, okay, you can see that I can reset my designer view. This is what I'm in. I'm in designer view right here. So I can click on window, come down here to workspace layout, come over here to reset designer. And the reason it says reset designer is because I'm in the designer view. So I can click on reset designer and you'll see that everything goes back into place the way it was at the very beginning. So don't worry if you accidentally close a panel that you can't seem to find under the window menu. Remember, everything, all the panels are under the window menu. You can always click on Windows, Workspace Layout, and come down and reset it. This is very handy when you are first learning Dreamweaver and you kind of mess up what panels are open and how they're docked. Okay? This concludes the tutorial on Dreamweaver's panels.